crypto on the skies. Women in 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 crypto on the skies. Money to connect and every soul inside, bringing truth to the chain, turning dark to light. Melanie move with the neo soul tone. Crypto rhythm in every zone, every zone, every zone. La new from Hawaii, wave so clean, trading like a queen in a tropical scene. She calm in the market, steady with grace. Her profit shine like sun on space. Light it up, they can't dim this flame. Crypto queens redefining the game. That's the code we trust. Women in crypto rising with us. Women in crypto rising with us. Women in crypto rising in crypto, rising in crypto, rising with us. Women in crypto on the skies. Women in crypto on the skies. Women in crypto on the skies. Gold flares across the crowd. Ooh, Catherine the diamond, shine so bright, turning midnight trays in the morning light. Read a beat, speak wisdom, move with soul. Every word she drop makes minds whole. Samantha strong, she ain't playing safe, breaking walls, the system made. Together we rise, yeah, we lead this wave. Crypto queens of future queen. We learn, we earn, we lead, we build in the light so the world can see. This isn't love, it's legacy. Women in crypto on the skies. Women in crypto on the skies. Ooh, we the ones who break the chains. Ooh, yeah, crypto queens, remember the name. Ooh, yeah, crypto queens, remember the name. Ooh, yeah, crypto, light it up. We ain't slowing down. Crypto queens with a global crown. From the class to the chain, we claim our gold. Knowledge is power and a story told. Raise that flag, yeah, we rise together. Sisters strong now and forever. ILCA, we on the stage. Women in crypto, we set the rate. Light the way, crypto queens, we here to stay. Forever we rise, forever we shine. Slow crescendo from pink to pure white beam as beat builds back. Light it up, light it up. Women in crypto on the skies. Light it up, light it up. Women in crypto on the skies. Hey yo, we got queens in the building. Juanita, Melanie, Lanu, Catherine, Rita, B, Samantha. From the islands to the mainland, ILCA nation, stand up.
Who run the chain?
The queens, they reign. Queens on the chain, we break that frame. Crypto fire.
Let the rhythm lead the chain.
Let the rhythm lead the chain.
Yeah, Maranita, she the queen connector. Tied up the fan, made every plan better. Melanie teach with that calm, strong glow. Crypto education everywhere she go.
Lanu from the island breeze, flow like ocean, moving with ease. Her charts divine, her trade so clean. She the definition of crypto queens. Queens on the chain, we break that frame. Crypto fire, we light that flame. ILCA, we own that lane. Women in crypto, remember the name. No more fear, we break them bars. From Lagos nights to crypto stars. Teach and trade, we break that pain. ILCA, running through our veins. Catherine a diamond, glow like dawn. Trade so sharp, profit stay strong. Reader be speak like wisdom flame. Guide the people, never chase fame. Samantha the spark, she keep that fight. Crypto queen with that mother light. 6 queens, yeah, they shift the scene. From the block to belief, from cold to dreams.
This the sound of education, this the sound of power. When women build wealth, the whole world flowers. LC angels, charts and coins. It's culture, it's legacy, it's
Time. Oh, we rise together, queens forever. Queens forever. Queens forever. Queens on the chain, we break that frame. Crypto fire, we light that flame. ILCA, we own that lane. Women in crypto, remember the name. Lift that hand, now feel that sound. Crypto queens all over town. From Lagos, London, Cali, rain. We the movement, queens of the rainbow. Oh, we rise together, queens forever. Queens on the chain, we break that frame. Crypto fire, we light that flame. ILCA, we own that lane. Women in crypto, remember the name. Lift that hand, now feel that sound. Crypto queens all over town. From Lagos, London, Cali, rain. We the movement,
Queens of the chain. Queens of the chain. Queens of the chain. Queens of the chain. ILCA reigns.
Let's go! We the ones who learn the code. We the queens who own the road. ILCA, let's light it up. Yeah, light it up, we ain't slowing down. Crypto queens with a global crown. From the class to the chain, we claim our spot. Turn the knowledge into everything we got. Hands up high, let the world see glow. Every lesson turning profit flow. ILCA, we on the rise. Women in crypto on the skies. Light it up, we ain't slowing down. Crypto queens with a global crown. From the class to the chain, we claim our spot. Turn that knowledge into everything we got. Hands up high, let the world see glow. Every lesson turning profit flow. Every lesson turning profit flow. Hey, yeah. Golden lights that turn around the sky. Manita connecting every soul in sight, bringing truth to the chain, turning dark to light. Melanie move with that neo soul tone, crypto rhythm in every zone. Lanu from Hawaii, wave so clean, trading like a queen in a tropical scene. She calm in the market, steady with grace. Her profits shine like sun on space. Yeah, yeah. Crypto queens, we defining the game. Light it up, they can't dim this flame. Crypto queens, redefining the game. ILCA, that's the code we trust. Women in crypto, rising with us.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for this evening. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you can be doing with your time. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, of course, that makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And what a powerful, wonderful place this is to be. My goodness, all this month, we are celebrating the women of blockchain, of technology, and of the future of finance. Monday, we got a chance. Yes, Monday, we got a chance to hear from the beautiful Miss Melanie Davis coming on out from Chicago. Then on Tuesday, we got a chance to hear from Samantha. My goodness, yes, what a powerful testimony. Then the next day, we heard from Rita B talking about spirituality. And then last night, my goodness, Miss Catherine Clement blessed us with a phenomenal testimony. And let me just tell you something, Catherine. I had a conversation with one of our community members, Elton, in fact, and he brought you up. He said, I had no idea about all that with Miss Catherine. I said, me neither. One thing he told me, he said, I have no more excuses. So thank you for that. Okay. And for everyone else, hello, babies. How are you? We are definitely going to have another powerful, powerful evening for you. My sister in crypto, Miss Lanu Lange, representing the Hawaii Islands, is here to talk to us tonight. Now, if you guys have heard from Lanu before, she is no joke. This woman has been in cryptocurrency, has been in entrepreneurship, and she's still young. Very, very inspirational. So you guys are going to get a chance to hear from her tonight. We're also going to be talking about pig butchering. This is a very, very important topic. More than needing to know about Bitcoin and crypto and all that, you need to know how to protect yourself, because there are people out there that are literally working around the clock to do nothing but take your crypto from you. So our educator is going to teach us how to keep ourselves safe, and then how to teach other people how to keep themselves safe as well. So right now I see my VIPs are here. They're shining. You guys look beautiful, wonderful this evening. Thank you so very much for always coming with that positive energy. You do not know what that means to us. All my friends on YouTube, hi babies. Mwah. Hello everyone. Type your name and where you are from in that chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody who's with us. And my VIPs, you guys should already know the routine. Type your name and where you are from in the chat box so I can tell everybody who is on our VIP side this evening. So let me go ahead and start saying hello, because I want to get down to the nitty gritty. First up, I see Miss Rita B is in the house. Hello, Rita. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. Samantha, I see you have a little princess with you. Hi, baby. How are you? It's so good to have you here. Hi, sweetheart. Samantha, thank you so very much for bringing a guest. We are honored to have her with us tonight, and you as well, two lovely ladies. I see we have Carla Arrigo with us today. Hey, Carla, hi, baby. Carla is representing St. Louis, Missouri. It is always good to have you with us. Miss Carla is an ILCA partner. So if you are looking to purchase the courses or become an ILCA member, you can absolutely do that through Carla and her website at bebestyoucan.com. That's bebest, the letter U, can.com. We got you, Carla. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for our community. I see Nathan Hansberger is here. Hi, Nathan. How are you? It's always good to see you, my friend. Nathan is representing Las Vegas, Nevada. It is always good to see him. And he is a certified student, just as Miss Samantha and Miss Rita are. So we definitely want to give it up to our certified students. We are so very, very proud of each and every one of you. I see the beautiful. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Uh-oh, my microphone did something funny. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, okay, good. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, I see Judy is here. Hey, Judy. Judy is actually representing Canada. It's so very good to see you. I thought I saw Miss Patty Geist here. There she is. Hi, baby. You look beautiful. It's good to see you. drive, please. You're okay. Thank you so very much for being here. You look beautiful. Papa Leonard is in the house. Hi, Papa Leonard. How are you? Leonard is actually one of our partners as well. You can actually get the courses and join one of our memberships through Leonard's website as well, which is ILCA.education. That's P as in Paul, ILCA.education. Leonard, thank you so very much for everything you're doing for our community. I see Chris is here. Doreen is here, represent Anguilla. I see Pedro is here. Miss Janelle is here, representing Colorado. So I see okay, thank you, Judy. I appreciate you, baby. I see most of our friends are here, so I'm ready to hear from Lanu. I don't know about you, so let's go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for joining us for our ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnie DeCasa, and I will be your humble hostess for this evening. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you, Miss Casas. Yeah, your mic did dip out, came back, but your camera went. So we don't see you on the camera side anymore, and everybody's already looking for you. So there you go. There she's back. So welcome, everybody. Thank you, Miss Casa, for that introduction and for capping off our 5 days of our 5-day challenge. Ladies in crypto, this has been the Women's Week. You ladies have been rocking it. I am so proud and excited for all that you've shared and not letting us down this week. I visited my mom today, and my mom had nothing but great things to say about all of you. And she never has had the opportunity to look into what we do over here. She hears, me, but I'm her son, so she only sees things as her baby boy, but not what we're actually doing. And she's very, very impressed. Unfortunately, she can't be with us tonight, but she will be back on Monday night, and she wants to hear Miss Marnie DeCasa's story. So she will be back on Monday night. For those of you that I think Kenny might have had a question for her. But thank you, Miss Casa, for everything that you're doing, and everybody else and all you ladies stepping up this week. We're glad to have Lanu here with us tonight. I don't know if Lanu caught that, but in all those songs we're playing, she's in them. We haven't forgotten. So let's do just a quick recap from this week. Monday night we really went over what the blockchain is. Tuesday night we talked about what is cryptocurrency. Wednesday night we went over how do I buy crypto? Where do you go to get it? What are wallets and how does that work? And then we did something different than what we normally do. When we do talk about security, last night we went more into detail on one specific scam, which is the number one scam out there in cryptos called phishing scams. So I hope you guys took good notes from that. If you're in the VIP, you'll be able to watch the replay of everything we've done this week. Again, don't get discouraged or scared by this information, especially if it may seem overwhelming. I try not to give you a drink of water with a water hose, but sometimes, or fire hose, I'm sorry. But you need to be immersed in this. And once you start to get it, it will be secondhand nature, like stranger danger. You'll already know what to do without having to think about it. And tonight we're going to cover the second most costly crypto scam called pig butchering. But before we get into that, we're going to hear another testimonial from another strong woman in crypto, a young lady I have a lot of respect for. She's been around for a while in this crypto space and has been a part of our community way before we created ILCA. I've had the opportunity of traveling to multiple cities with her, from Miami to Vegas. She travels not just the country, but the world. She's been all over the place, getting this knowledge and information and applying it for herself, her family, and her community. I love the fact the last time we were with her was in Vegas. She brought her family, her brother and her children were there, and they're all immersed in this knowledge and getting this information as well. So I want to bring up fantastic Miss Lanu Langi from Hawaii. Oh, do I got you there? There you go.
Aloha, Brandon. How's it going?
Fantastic. Glad to see you.
Great to see you as well. Thank you for having me this evening. I'm super grateful for the opportunity. And thanks for the introduction. I was like wondering, who's he talking about? Because that's someone I aspire to be like. And the song that actually did take me by surprise. I was like, did I hear that correctly? So that's awesome. That was really, really cool. And that was a surprise. Aloha, everyone, ILCA fam, and all the guests on YouTube, and everyone that is tuning in from all over the place. Sorry, I'm in my car right now. I'm actually, it's early here in Hawaii. It's only 2 o'clock. So I had just picked up my kids from school, and then I have I have a parent teacher conference in an hour. So, I was messaging Marnita this morning, and I told her that's the beauty of our industry and being able to earn passive income in the space, or whether we're multiplying through compound interest, however which way you're earning in the space, we love making money on the go. And I know a lot of people in this community are very familiar with making money passively. I was just actually in Washington, D.C. I was in our nation's capital 4 weeks ago, and I had the opportunity to speak at the Black Blockchain Summit. And it was a powerful experience for me. I was just so taken back and just so amazed by how educated everyone was in the room, because like less than 5% of people are in Bitcoin in the world globally, less than 5%. So there's a lot of room to make money for a lot of families. So that's what's exciting about it for you, and not just me, because I've been earning crypto rewards, profits, and another form of income for my family for the past 6 years. I've been in the space for 7 years, and I've been earning crypto for 6 and living off of it for 4. And I was just in DC. I took my mom with me. I was grateful that my mom could be there to support me while I was speaking at the Black Blockchain Summit. And it was actually her 67th birthday. And to be able to have extra income to not only have that freedom to travel, but to bring my mom along with me is truly a blessing, because I'm seeing it. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. This experience has come full circle for me because yeah. When I first got in the space, everyone thought I was crazy. That's funny money, that's fantasy money, or what's all that space stuff Lana be talking about? I'm sure a lot of you guys go through that now. And people are just like, oh, look at them. They're going on about that crypto stuff again. But times are changing. Things are shifting. We have a crypto president. And I was blessed to see Brandon and Marnita in Vegas, and I actually got to meet a lot of the ILCA community, which was another blessing as well. And it's just so beautiful to see the community that has grown, because I've been friends with Brandon and Marnita for over 5 years now. And like Brandon mentioned earlier, I've been a part of the community long before ILCA was launched. So to really see everything come into fruition and the community grow, and how much people are grasping this information, and not only grasping it, they're winning. And that's what's so important, especially for the days where it feels like nobody wants to hear about the opportunity. Nobody wants to understand how leveraging this technology could potentially bless their lives and change their entire family's life forever. And when I was in Vegas, I was super emotional in Vegas as well, because my first crypto convention, my first crypto event was in 2018 in Las Vegas at the Aria at an event called CryptoCon. And it was my first real full-blown crypto convention where I was exposed to the industry, where I saw it in a way that was different, where I was just like, oh, wow, there was real estate companies there. There was travel agencies there. There was banking companies. There was every single industry was there. And I was like, oh, wait a second. So this isn't just like a money thing, or like, I'm sure when a lot of you guys first got exposed to Bitcoin, it was completely foreign. We're just like, what is it? How does it benefit me? And is it a scam? So I like that Brandon mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking more about scams, because my introduction to the space was crypto mining. A lot of you guys are currently mining through nodes, and my family and I, we were scammed. We were burned for $57,000 collectively. We put our money together because there was an individual who was a self-made millionaire in the space that came to the islands telling us about how he built his millions. And so he was mining Bitcoin at the time. And so we were just learning about it, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, and if this is how the technology works, then you don't have to trust the person. You just got to trust the technology, to be honest and true. So long story short, we put all our money together in a pot, we gave it to him, and then he ghosted us. And so that took a huge toll on me, especially as just, I'm a lot younger, and a lot of my family members that came in on the projects that we were investing in, we were told we were going to buy Bitcoin miners. We never received those miners or got Bitcoin. And it was just, it took a huge toll on me. I felt so responsible. I felt like, okay, maybe if I had been educated, then that wouldn't have happened to us. So, silver lining, I'm so grateful that that happened early on in my career, because that's what pushed me to get educated. That's what pushed me to study harder. That's what pushed me to stay awake at night when my kids were sleeping, to learn about how this technology could bless me and my kids. I've been so blessed to travel to Dubai, Mexico, Canada, Japan, all these places, and I got to take my children with me. I am a small business owner out here in the islands. I make an okay income. I don't know if you guys know, Hawaii is one of the most expensive states to live in. And what we're seeing even more than before is all the local families have been priced out of paradise. And I actually live on the island that burned down. My hometown, Lahaina, burnt down 2 years ago. And there's just been so much red tape and so much politics that have been keeping our community from being able to rebuild. And I just know that by leveraging blockchain technology, that's going to make a difference in us putting our power together as a community without outside help. Because that's the thing. Sometimes a lot of people are waiting for someone to come bring us the next magic nugget or whatever it is. But the reality of life, there's nothing like that. Nothing's going to make you get rich quick. But when you have education and you have knowledge behind your actions that you're going to execute, that's going to be the biggest difference for you. So me learning about the technology, that's when everything shifted for me. And thankfully, I went to CryptoCon before he ghosted us with our money, because that event was what kept me showing up. And that's why it's so important for you guys to keep showing up to events like this, because when you're out there and you're going to encounter a lot of negative people that are not yet pro crypto, they need you and your education more than they know it. They just don't know it yet. So no doesn't always mean no. Don't give up on your loved ones. Everyone, oh my gosh. Also, from being a lot younger, like when you're the bottom of the totem pole, sometimes the older relatives can kind of, talk down to you like, what do you know? You're a child. That's changed. Not only has it blessed my life, but a lot of my family members that have been able to leverage the technology and win, like everything has changed. And even if the families that didn't win, that did lose, they understand now, because now they have more knowledge. Like I had met someone a few months ago and he was like, crypto's a scam, Bitcoin's a scam. And he was just so aggressive and passionate about it. And I was just calm, and I'm like, okay, because I'm not going to sit there and fight with someone who's not ready to receive the information. People will be receptive eventually if you just keep showing up. And that was also what was a big shift for me on my journey in making the space. Was there was a time when I tried to pour this information into everyone. I tried to give the info away. I wanted everyone to know about blockchain and crypto. I still feel the same. That passion, that drive hasn't left. But now I'm not going to be in your face. I'm not going to shove it down your throat. I'm not. If you want to learn about it, I won't gatekeep. I'm here. I'm happy to share. Whatever you want to know, I can pay it forward, because that's what happened to me. When the person that burned my family and I, he introduced me to two people that were thankfully I became friends with them. They actually are really good people in the crypto space. Brandon knows both of them, and they're good, dear friends of mine. One is Kalei Taylor and one is Kathy King. And because I was introduced to them before I was burned, that was another reason that kept me in the space, because we became friends on social media. And I started to see them winning, and they were buying houses, and I was like, wait a second, what? And I'm like, okay, because I was going to give up on this for good. But then when you see other people that you had met starting to win, I was like, oh, no way, there's something here, like what I thought, like when I went to CryptoCon, because I didn't even understand it. So if you're completely new to crypto and you don't understand it, that's okay. The fact that you're even here, you're already ahead of the masses. So give yourself a round of applause, please, because I promise you, if you keep showing up, things are going to change. Just 3 years ago, I bought land on the Big Island. And in Hawaii, there's a running joke for us. You got to have 2 jobs, and you got to have a side gig and a little bit of fraud just to try to survive out here. Because it's like the cost of living is ridiculous. You know, our milk gets up to $13 per gallon. We don't have dairy farms. Everything is import for us. And so everyone is out there looking. Even if you don't look in Hawaii, if you don't live in Hawaii or you don't live in an expensive place, families are out there looking for something, because look what's going on right now. Our government shut down. I was just in Capitol Hill, and that, oh my gosh, sorry that I'm jumping all over the place. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of like what my crypto journey has been like. And what I love about it is it's fully integrated into my life. I can be traveling anywhere in the world and I could still stop and jump on a call like this and be able to make money passively in my sleep. Next week, I'm actually taking my state boards to become Hawaii's newly licensed esthetician. I just graduated from cosmetology and beauty school just 2 months ago. And I have an apparel store and I have a crypto office, and I kept them closed the entire time I was in school, but I kept paying my rent. And my husband thought I was crazy. And I was just like, well, that's the beauty of it. I'm earning extra income that I can be able to still pay for my space and not be open, but still have my space to go in there and work. And if people called me and needed to come by, I still opened up the doors to them. And that's why I was like, that's why I love earning money in my sleep, because I have that freedom to do that. And like this morning, my mom just came back from Indiana. My mother-in-law had a doctor's appointment. I took her and I dropped my mom off, and like being able to do all these things and still show up for my family and take my kids to school and work and then jump on a crypto call, like, like I just, the happiness you feel when you have more freedom because you're earning more money, it really does feel good. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even a millionaire, you guys. I just earn multiple 6 figures, and anything extra is a blessing. Like if a family was earning $500 extra a month, that's a blessing. If they were earning $200 a month, that's a blessing. You have to get excited about the small amounts. It's going to start small, but it's going to grow. It's gonna grow. Remember Brandon's first trade? $30. $30. I would have been, yep, what was it, doing his diggity dance? And I want to just also tell you guys more about what it was like to speak at the Black Blockchain Summit. It was just so empowering being around so much people that were there and hungry. And not only that, it was at Howard University, which is one of the top prestigious colleges globally. And just to see how hungry the students were, the next generation, and how they've integrated blockchain education, crypto education to really give our future generations a leg to stand on. That was just so exciting to me. And I actually felt really nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm out here in DC. I'm at Howard University. What if I don't have any value to give this people, this community? And so I actually got nervous and I called Brandon. And I'm sure he was probably like, what? Where you been, girl? And I'm so thankful to Brandon because he answers the phone. And and he was just totally supportive. And I'm like, Brandon, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous. And he said, tell your story. He's like, nobody can take your story from you. There's no right or wrong. And I was so thankful for that, Brandon. Thank you. Like, it reminded me, like, I snapped out of it, like, okay, nope, anxiety, go away. We're going to do this. We show up and we're going to show out. And it was amazing. I got to share the panel with four other empowered gentlemen, and I was the only woman on the panel. So, aloha, ladies. Shout out to all my queens out there. I see you guys doing the thing, and I love that we are being honored and celebrating this month for women in finance and tech and just. It's truly amazing because this is a male dominated space. Most spaces are male dominated. So for us ladies to hold it down and we're making waves. Don't stop. Don't quit. Keep showing up because people are watching. Even if they don't like your post, they don't share it, they are watching. And so they had us do this introduction and they went down the line. I was last, of course. And, the first guy was a professor, and then my other colleague was a developer, and another one was an expert in the space. And then they passed me the mic, and I remembered what Brandon said. What's your story? And so I just basically told them, I said, aloha, everyone. My name is Lanulangi. I'm from the islands of Hawaii, and I am a stay-at-home mom. And that completely rerouted me. And I needed them to just understand, like, I'm not going to come up here and be like, I'm this, I'm that. I could tell you all these things that I accomplished, but what's more relatable to everyone in the crowd is family and our roots that begin at home. And so I didn't want to come off as like, I'm this expert, I'm this crypto trader, I've made multiple six figures, I've bought land, I've traveled. No, I introduced myself as a stay at home mom. And I thought that was so important because, like right now, how we're celebrating women in tech and finance, when you educate a woman, you educate a home. And when you educate a home, you are educating a community. And when that community goes out and spreads more of what we are doing to empower each other, we have the power to transform nations. But everything starts from home. So to all my ladies, I see you, I am you. And shout out to all our strong men as well. We love you guys. And I love you all. And thank you for this time, Brandon. And I'm going to pass it back to you. Aloha.
All right. I remember the first time Lanu spoke with us on the 5 day challenge, and where she is now, you have grown a lot. Congratulations. I'm excited.
Thank you.
And your future is still super, super bright. And I know you showed out down at Howard. So thank you for sharing your story for everybody and doing what you do. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you,
And
Brandon.
that's something that's very important. You never know who's watching, who's listening, who you're gonna touch. That's why when she called me and I told her, I said, look, just share your story. Your story is yours. Nobody else is going to say your story but you. And there's no right or wrong about it. And that goes for all of you as well. What is your story? When we drop the coaching academy next year, that is going to be a major part of it. We will have exercises on teaching you guys how to share your story and what is your story. And then once you understand and you get comfortable with sharing it, then we're going to show you how to share your 1 minute story, your 5 minute story, your 30-minute story, your 1 hour story, and how to break that down. And then you're going to have multiple different stories based on the audience that you'll be in front of, and you'll be learning the feel, felt, found method. Let me give this one key thing for all of you because I know you feel it after what Lanu just said. Everything that happened this week, especially if you're brand new, most of you will not remember any of the stuff we just talked about, but you will remember how you felt afterwards. And that is the most important part, how you're able to make other people feel. So congratulations, Lanu. Thank you for that. Now let's move on to our lesson for tonight. We're going to be talking about pig butchering. What I was at my mom's and telling her about this, and and sharing, like I said last night, if you're dealing with on the family side, make sure your family has a special code word or a special safe word that only you know between each other. And that will make sure, especially with the AI, I took my son with me and he was sharing the Suno, like Suno 3 with my mom and dad and showing the AI videos and how realistic they are, that you can't tell the difference. And that next year you're going to see that type of technology explode. And those of you in the inner circle, you'll know why WorldCoin was created, even though ChatGPT is behind all of it, because they need to see have something that can differentiate by, are you an AI or are you a real person? For the first time in human history, we're going to have to prove that we're human. I mean, just think about that concept. But let's get into pig butchering scams in crypto. So, what is this? In recent years, a new type of scam has been targeting cryptocurrency users called the pig butchering scam. Has anyone been really interested in getting to know you via dating apps or any of your social media handles? That's often how these scams start. Scammers make you feel special while building a fake relationship to gain your trust over time. But here's the twist. They are neither in love nor is their friendship trustworthy. All they want is to convince you to invest in what seems like an amazing opportunity. So pig butchering has been around long before crypto. This is as old as time, as old as relationships. Do you think it can't happen to you? In 2021, scammers used fake profiles on dating apps like Tinder and Bumble to build trust and trick people into investing in fake cryptocurrency platforms. They made it seem like the victims were earning money, but the funds were gone when they tried to withdraw. This scam resulted in millions of dollars in losses, with victims unable to recover their investments. With so many cyber threats surrounding you, staying cautious is more important than ever, especially with online investments and cryptocurrency. So let's dive into pig butchering scams and explore how they work, the common red flags to be aware of, and how to protect yourself. Pig butchering. A pig butchering scam, also known as Shazupan in Chinese, is a sneaky and long-term type of investment fraud that often starts on social media or dating apps with a romantic angle. In October 2023, 12% of United States-based users of dating apps had been scammed this way, up from 5% in 2018. According to the FBI, these scams first emerged in China in 2019. Since then, Southeast Asia has become a significant hub with organized groups in countries like Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar. Myanmar. What did we just learn from that article that Kenny had popped up, that raid that happened in Myanmar? Running these schemes like businesses. Shockingly, they often use victims of human trafficking to carry out the scams. Social media platforms used to trick victims are called pig pens, and the lies scammers tell to keep the money flowing are called pig feed. And by now, you probably know who the butcher is in this scenario. That's right, it's the scammer. Now, if you remember, maybe a few months ago, Patty Geis was sharing information about a friend of hers that got caught up in this. And it always ends like, well, if you need to get your money, we need you to send more money to get the money you already are supposed to be getting back. So in April of 2023, the U.S. Department of Justice seized approximately $112 million in cryptocurrency connected to pig butchering scams without revealing the identities of the suspects involved. How pig butchering scams actually work. When you know what a pig butchering scam is and its origins, so let's walk you through an example to understand how it works. Read on to raise your crypto scam awareness and learn how to protect yourself against crypto fraud. So suppose there are two people, Bob and Alice. Bob is the scammer, and Alice is his target. Here's how a pig butchering crypto scam might play out between them. Step one, initial contact. It all starts when Bob sends Alice a message on a dating app. His profile looks friendly and genuine, but is actually stolen from someone else or is artificial intelligence generated. He sends a casual message like, "Hi, meeting you at the Web3 Symposium in Frankfurt was great. We should catch up again soon over a cup of coffee." Alice, who can't recall who Bob is, responds carefully. "I think you might have the wrong person. I wasn't at a Web3 symposium." However, Bob, who is hunting a pig, responds, "Oh, my bad. But hey, it seems we have common interests. Why not get to know each other?" This is how many pig butchering scams begin, through social engineering tactics like random messages that catch people off guard. Romance baiting first appeared in Australia in a media release from Scam Watch in February 2021. It was part of a romance fraud awareness campaign leading up to Valentine's Day aimed at educating people about scammers who use romantic relationships to exploit victims financially. Now, here's the thing. This isn't lonely women who are getting scammed. Really, the ones who's getting scammed the most are the lonely men, or they're not actually lonely. They are men trying to do things on the side, and when they get caught up in this, they don't report it out of embarrassment. So be careful. This is not gender specific. You guys should see my Telegram. I do not do DMs with people outside of our community. And mine is littered with random female pictures shooting me messages trying to get my attention. And now they're taking it to another level, not just sending pictures, but they're sending audio. And because AI is getting so good, they're sending little videos and things like that. So when I see that stuff, I think to myself, how many men is getting caught up in this stuff, not realizing it? So step two, building trust. Over the next few weeks, Bob and Alice chat. Now, did you just see that? Not overnight, over the next few weeks. See, last night when we talked about phishing scams, it is, you getting a random email or you popping up an ad, or you clicking on something or QR codes and that kind of stuff. This is well played out and is over time. So over the next few weeks, Bob and Alice chat about their interests, hobbies, and career goals. Alice becomes interested in Bob's life, especially his success in cryptocurrency investing and how his uncle helped him make a fortune off cryptocurrencies. Alice, new to crypto, finds herself intrigued, starts to trust Bob, and requests him to guide her in successfully investing in crypto. This stage is known as pig raising, is all about building trust and creating a sense of security where scammers prepare to trick their victims into investing. Step three, the investment proposal. One day, Bob tells Alice about a fantastic investment opportunity in crypto and promises to guide her in making money. Alice, excited about the crypto world, agrees with Bob's proposal. Then Bob sends her a link to an investment platform that appears to be legitimate, but is in reality fake, entirely controlled by Bob and his scam team. See, it's not just Bob. There's an entire operation behind Bob. A classic tactic in pig butchering crypto scams. The image to the left shows how a pig butchering scam team is organized. The front team is the face of the scam and includes people who pretend to be friendly online and others who chat with victims. The back team moves the stolen money, manages the crypto wallets, and runs the tech side. Step 4. High returns and the hook. Alice decides to invest money, starting small. So she's like, let me just test this out. The platform shows her that her investment is growing quickly, making her feel excited. She is even able to withdraw money without any issues. This convinces Alice that the platform is legitimate, and she feels safe investing more money. Feeling reassured and keen to make larger returns, Alice puts in even more money, thinking she's on her way to financial success. Step 5, the disappearance. Eventually, Alice invested a significant amount of money, but one day when she tries to make another withdrawal, she is unable to do so. Suddenly, Bob also stops responding to her messages. This is when she realizes she can't access her funds. She's been scammed, and Bob has vanished without a trace, if that was even his name. And was it even a he on the other end? That's another thing that guys learn quickly. You might think you're chatting with the girl and you're not. You're chatting with the guy. So the final stage is what scammers refer to as pig killing. When they disappear with all the money they've tricked their victims into investing. This is similar to a rug pull, where the scammer disappears once they have enough of the victim's investment. And I say this to the guys, years ago, and you guys haven't heard me share this type of story since we were talking about the metaverse, where you can create whatever character you want. You could be whoever you want. And in one game that I was playing, I had two characters, one that was a male character and one that was a female character. And every time I was playing as the female character, the guys in the game I was blown away by how they were acting to my female character, not knowing or even caring. I don't know if they can care, but was it actually a woman on the other end of that? I was like, no wonder why you guys got so much. Good grief, you're that thirsty. But anyways. The victims in this situation are referred to as pigs by the scammers who leverage fictitious identities, the guise of potential relationships, and elaborate storylines to fatten up the victim into believing they are in a trusted partnership. So here's some more real world examples. The cryptocurrency world is full of scams, which happen for several reasons. First, the complex nature of cryptocurrencies can make them an attractive target to trick victims. Second, the lack of regulation allows scammers to operate without getting caught. Let's dive into the various real world examples of pig butchering scams. San Francisco Bay Area investor. A Bay Area man lost $1.2 million in a cryptocurrency pig butchering scam. It began on WhatsApp, where a scammer pretended to be an old colleague, built trust, and convinced him to invest in a fake crypto platform. Despite initially being cautious, CY, why did I say that? CY? But Psy lost his savings and took out loans, believing he could recover the money. In the end, the scammer disappeared, leaving Psy devastated. Former Heartland Tri-State Bank CEO. Now, I'm surprised that this is actually a story because a lot of these guys that are high profile, they don't let it be known they got caught up in this stuff. They just take the loss. So Shan Haynes, the former CEO of Heartland Tri-State Bank, was accused of stealing $47.1 million from the bank to invest in cryptocurrency. He reportedly made unauthorized wire transfers to crypto wallets using money from a local church and investment club. His risky crypto deals caused the bank to collapse in 2023. Some believe Haynes may have been scammed via pig butchering methods and fraudulent crypto schemes. Yeah, that's the worst part. He wasn't even using his own money. He used other people's money in the bank, thinking he was going to make a quick flip. Liquidity mining scam. Now, if you look at the chart at the top, the conversation began on March 31st and went all the way to June 8th. So in late 2023, Sophos X Ops uncovered a massive liquidity mining scam involving three Chinese crime rings targeting nearly 100 victims. One victim, tricked through the Meet Me app, lost $22,000, excluding the processing fees for wire transfers to exchanges and token purchases. Scammers harassed him, demanding more deposits and even using AI-generated messages to reestablish contact. AI-generated messages. We haven't seen anything yet. So how to avoid being butchered? To avoid falling victim to pig butchering scams, follow the below key tips. One, verify identities. So if somebody is really hounding me on WhatsApp or Telegram, I respond by saying first, I only do direct messages on Facebook. And then let's see if they send me a message on Facebook. That way I can check their profile. And just by looking at the profile, you can tell very quickly, is this a legitimate person? Was this a profile that was hacked? Is it fake? Is it brand new? And most of the time, they won't do that. Another thing, don't just get on the phone with them. Say, hey, let's hop on Zoom. Let me look at you. Okay. Now, this is going to be tricky in the future when it comes to AI because they're going to be able to trick that. But get on the phone with them. Check who you're talking to online, especially on dating apps or social media. Scammers often use stolen photos or fake profiles to build trust. If someone you barely know starts talking about investments, it's best to back off. So, have you experienced this before? Type me in the chat box if this has happened to you. Even on Facebook. You're on Facebook, somebody sends you a friend request, you accept the friend request, and immediately you get a message. Hey, thank you for accepting my friend request. I love meeting new people. Hey, by the way, are you interested in investing and da 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 da? That is you know already right there. That's nine times out of 10 is a scam. And you go straight to their profile and you'll say there under their heading, you'll say Bitcoin miner or crypto investor or stock trader. Anything you see from that somebody send you a friend request, don't accept it. And here's another reason why you don't want to accept it, because by accepting it, now they're looking at your page and now they're looking at who's connected to you and sending them all friend messages. Question high returns. If an investment seems too good to be true, it probably is. Watch out for offers that promise huge returns with little or no risk, especially if they pressure you to take action quickly. I am very, very conservative in this space, and I maneuver as if I think everything's a scam. That's how I operate. I think everything's a scam. So I don't give benefit of the doubt in this space. I don't care who you are, even friends of mine that launch opportunities. So does that mean I'm saying no to everything? No. When I look at it, I look at to see if you fail by 90%, can I still make a profit on a 10% success? And if the answer is yes, then I'll decide to move forward following my four rules. What's the rule? Number two, only invest money you can afford to lose. So you don't go head all heels in and all in. And this is after you've done your research. You've been able to vet whatever that opportunity is. And here's something else you need to know too. Sometimes you can vet the best. I mean, you can do all the vetting possible and still get scammed. There was one opportunity that we were a part of where I personally knew the individual who was running the operation. That individual used to be in my downline in years prior in other opportunities. Very successful person. This is an individual that we knew his wife, his daughter. We also met with their law team, which happened to be the biggest law firm in the country. We spoke to their representatives. We also saw the bank accounts. We also saw the trading platform to see that it was actually trading. You can't cover, we dotted all our I's across all our T's, and still that individual took $500 million, ran off to what country was that? Brazil, left his wife and daughter and ran off with the money. We did all the vetting. So sometimes that can happen, but still do as much vetting as you possibly can and move following those four rules. So an investment that seems too good to be true, yeah, probably is. And if you see them pressuring you like, you got to move now, you got to move now, you don't want to be late. That's FOMO, fear of missing out. It's okay to miss the opportunity. One thing that I learned in the crypto space is that there's always going to be another one. There's always another one right around the corner. So don't feel because you saw some other people make money that you lost and you got left behind. Research your platforms. Do your homework before investing in any platform or app. Check if it's regulated, read reviews, and verify its legitimacy. Scammers often create convincing fake websites or apps. So when we're in crypto talk in the morning, we're always finding different things, and sometimes our members bring us opportunities. Hey, Brandon, can you take a look at this? Like you always say, sometimes you say no to a great opportunity. That's right, Clearbo. But sometimes when members bring it to us, we research it right there in front of everybody. Let's take a look at the tokenomics. Let's take a look at the website. Let's take a look at their white paper. Let's take a look at what they're doing. Does it seem that this could be a winner or not? And then we move accordingly. Right now in the inner circle, there's four of those type of projects that we took a look at and we put a little bit of money on. And I didn't mean a lot of money. I'm talking about $50 here, $100 there. You never know what it could turn into. But we do our research. Protect your personal info. Keep your personal and financial details to yourself. Only share such information with people you know and trust. Scammers can use your data to manipulate or steal from you. Trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to say no or take some time to think it through. For instance, if someone claims to be a German national but messages you in Chinese, it might be worth double checking. By educating yourself on the tactics used by scammers and emerging scams in the crypto world, you can protect yourself or avoid being butchered. When interacting with strangers online, if you feel something is wrong, don't hesitate to trust your instincts and get advice from trusted friends or financial experts. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Always be skeptical. I'd be skeptical on everything. Always be skeptical. As a disclaimer, this information is intended for educational and training purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. As with all financial decisions, you should contact your licensed financial advisor before investing in any financial instrument. And that, ladies and gentlemen, actually brings us to the end of our 5-day challenge, partly because we have our recap call on Monday night. So, those of you on YouTube, thank you for making it through all 5 days. What we want to do next is invite you to join our community. And if you want to learn more about what ILCA is all about, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, we will be doing an ILCA presentation. So we'll show you what services and things that we offer inside of our community. And we're going to be doing a open crypto talk. So give you a good idea, a sneak peek on what we do Monday through Thursday behind closed doors with just our VIP Inner Circle members. So tomorrow you want to go to bbcryptochallenge.com. www.bb Bitcoin Brandon cryptochallenge.com to log in. That's the Zoom channel for tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. All right, I got to stop the live stream now because we're going to do Q&A for our VIPs. But those of you on YouTube, again, thank you guys for being with us all week. We look forward to seeing if you join our community. And come back Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will do our Monday night recap call where you'll hear Miss Marnita Casa's story. And also, we're going to talk about how to make money in crypto. Now, that's what people want to know. I know what people need, and I also know what people want. People need education. People want to make money. All right. So with ILCA, we say earn while you learn. So we're going to be talking about the money Monday evening. All right, let me stop.